teach you how to start your own optical shop because it is a income making also. So profit is more than 100%. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. As RR was telling, it is going into the virtual field. Before we reach the virtual field, we will see the real optical shop. Today, I will not be talking about the optical shop attached to a hospital, rather to a single-owned clinic. So, if you can have a pharmacy, a coffee vending machine, and an ATM, why can't we have an optical shop? So, ethics is defined, concerned with what is moral, good, bad, right, and wrong. And we all know we take that Hippocratic oath during our MBBS times. Declaration of Geneva and the World Medical Association at 1948, where the duties of the medical profession has been laid down. And again, Indian Medical Council Act has come in 1956. Duties of the doctors has been registered. But good medical practice is if you have an optical shop, it should not affect the way in which you prescribe glass or refer a patient. Running an optical shop attracts appliance by the physician. A physician should not run an open shop for sale of medicine, for dispensing prescription prescribed other than doctor, other than himself. It is not unethical for a physician to supply or prescribe drugs, remedies or appliances as long as there is no exploitation of the patient. Medical ethics is complex, ever-changing, combined various disciplines. Medicine is, as we know, is changing concepts and technology, philosophy, what is right and wrong, the law, the view of the government, what is the government policies are, sociology and theology, impact on the society, meant for developing good values and principles, for maintaining top moral and social standing of the profession. We should always maintain a moral and social standing of the profession. So if refraction is the bread, the dispensing will give you the butter and jam. Then the thing is that why should you give this butter and jam to an optician who is not even qualified, who is sitting next to you? While planning an optical shop, your clinic, the location, design of the display, equipment, staff pattern, this is the fourth thing you should look into. The location, as we know, it should be combined with the reception area where the patient enters and come out. He will be seeing the optical shop and he will be able to browse through the frames available there. Design and display, as you can see, it should be neat, elegant and aesthetic. Even the interior also should be aesthetic. How much ever small it is, it should be kept very neatly and aesthetically. That is very important. And we should have a separate area for the children where the children will be able to go and pick the frames from there. So you should not keep it very high also. So you can see here, you can see the kids corner separate over there. And if you notice, there's been put some 2-3 glasses there. That is purposefully you have put it because the first time when the child comes, he will be seeing through the lower one. And the second time, he will be seeing through the upper one. So he will be forcing the parents to come over there. And as we know, we don't have much, even though we don't have much the children's spectacle prescription, but if you make your that child happy, the mother will be happy and naturally you will get the grandparents of getting operated cataract by you only. So that is the trick of giving glasses to the children. Then the frame display, as I told, it should be clean, elegant and aesthetic. And also that's the one thing we can make a difference with your optical shop. So like for you go to a hotel, there should be something special on that. So that will be targeted and everything will be revolving around that. Just like that, if you don't have to have all the low vision devices in the world, but at least some sort of low vision devices you can keep it. It will not generate any money, but definitely it makes a difference with the other optical shop. And also you can give some service to the poor people or the low vision people. And I know most of the ophthalmologists don't know about the fitting area. We don't need a very huge fitting area. This much space is more than enough for a fitting area, and work has to be done here only. And you need your small optical shop. If one employee is more than enough, who can handle the dispensing as well as fitting. And software, of course, if software, it is good and it will be very good for monitoring. As we know, nowadays you cannot trust anybody. So if you have a software there, you will be able to monitor what is happening there. And you should always have a display outside your optical shop. See the display there. The display shows what are the services you are given in the optical shop. So the patient know, like you keep on reading. They will be knowing some few words here and there, and they will be searching for that. That word should be there. So whatever there in the outside optical thing, you should display it there. And of course, you should have this type of the equipment. You should have a PD meter, as correctly mentioned for the progressive glasses. You should take the interpupillary distance, both for distance as well as the near. Now, Dr. R.R. has told that thing is Zeiss has come out with a frame which you put it, automatically all the readings will become. So if you are financially sound, you can go for that. But in the beginning, I think PD meter will do equally good job. Then you should have a supra groover. This is nothing like you can have the supra frame, no? So you can make a groove over the thing without breaking the lenses. So the supra groover, lens grinder, you see lens grinder, I will show you how it is been used. Lens grinder, then of course you should have an auto lensometer, and then a lens cutter, and a drilling machine. If you are using a 3-piece glasses, you should be able to drill for the frames to fit, and a heater. This is the workflow in the optical unit. The workflow is basically you get the glasses like this. It's a bifocal glasses. So how do you fit it? So first you take this one and put it in the lensometer. You can see down, you can see there in the lensometer, and then you mark the axis. I just put this thing just to show that. So all this when the frames are coming, there will be a dummy glass over there. So once you mark that one, you take the dummy glass out, then you mark it over the lens blocks which are goaded. Then after that, you can see the cutter. With the cutter, wherever you marked it, this is the thing the fitter is doing. He will do the cutting, and after that, the below thing is polishing the head part so that there will not be any sharp edges. So, and after that, that is the thing. But if you are using a shell frame, what we have to do is that this shell frame, they will keep it in the heater so that it will be heated up, and the glass you are making will be slightly bigger. So once it cools down, it gets compressed, and the fitting will be exactly perfect. And the other one, what we are showing, previously I told, 3-play lenses, where rimless glasses. No, you have to make the groove. So if you manually make it, sometimes it will break it. As you know, the glasses now are very expensive. Once you break it, you have it. They don't give it again. So you should have this type of drilling machine. Coming to the legal aspect and license, trading license, you should get it. Definitely you should, without license, you should not do it now. That will be very dangerous. Then in corporation, municipality, these are all the documents you should submit there. Submission in corporation and municipality, and it is through online, but in panchayat, usually you have to give it there manually. And the health inspector inspection will be there. GST registration is started from the 1st July 2017. Compulsory GST registration is needed now, at least I think above 40 lakhs. And if you want to buy frames from outside Kerala, definitely you should have a GST number. There is 2 types of scheme actually. Regular scheme for taxpayer can avail input tax and credit paid by him against an output. So in this one you have to collect the tax from the patient, and you have to file it to the GST monthly. But if there is a penalty for per day, if you don't do it today, tomorrow you will be fined 50 rupees. So it is always best to entrust with a GST, taxpayer. He will monitor. It is very difficult for us to monitor this. And another thing is the composition tax payer, where you don't have to take the input and output, and the patient, you don't have to collect the tax from the patient. But rather than that, you should pay 1% of the total turnover in quarterly. That is the best thing. Once in 3 months only you have to give it. And to get the license, this is all the documents you have to submit. And if you are an owner, you should show the owner certificate, or the lease if you have to show the lease agreement, this thing. And how to get the license route? Get a separate door number. That is very, very important. You should get a separate door number. Then a house inspection from the municipality will be there, because the entry should be from outside only, but it should not be exposed outside also. Submit the door number and request for the starting an optical shop to the health inspector. Then the health inspector, this is all formality. Health inspector will come there, see whether there any pollution coming and all. Some of the health inspector who come there doesn't know what is fitting only. They will ask all crazy crazy things about it. There will be any fumes coming over there and all, as if they don't know. Then site visit by the health inspector for the license of the optical shop. Then online subsidy. Then you should get the GST number. Verification of the application by the tax taxpayer. So this the route we are getting, and after that, of course, you have to pay the, like, file the income tax, output net profit, and 10% of the net profit for 3% says. And one thing is the gift money will not attract income tax. So you should always register with the senior citizen, your relatives or your father or mother, so that the gift money will not be attract income tax. And register your shop with your close family members who can avail this. Thank you. So yeah, now we are seeing a picture whether you are in a double mind whether to start or not. Those who are ready to start now, they are thinking a lot of things will be there, and I think you should start an optical shop along with your clinic, which will give you revenue also and happiness also. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohan. So if you have any doubt outside, you can have a discussion with Rohan how to start. He will be a consultant also for that purpose.